Welcome back, Biggie Ron here, and welcome to the OC Challenge. That's right, this time we're gonna be making a dark werewolf. That's right, so come on and join me and let's get started. Alrighty, let's get started. Time to make that dark werewolf. Alright, so you know what? The first thing we're gonna do is a step that I've seen on a lot of these art tutorials and art challenges that nobody ever does this, and I always wonder why, because it's like literally your first step. So here's what we're gonna do. The first thing you need to do when you're taking on any kind of challenge like this or trying to make some kind of like OC or creation is, boom, you need to go ahead and look up some reference pictures. There's nothing wrong with looking up reference pictures. In fact, I would say it is probably one of the most important steps, if not the most important step. You don't really want to draw from scratch. I know that is an idea that gets kind of pushed around, like, nah, you got to just pop it off from the dome. No, listen, the only difference, I had a teacher once tell me, the only difference between professionals and you guys is the professionals know how to steal better. So in that regard, we're gonna go ahead and take a look at, just some pictures. So I typed in werewolf art just in DuckDuckGo. You could use any kind of search engine. And look, I mean, they got all sorts of stuff that's really cool. Got to be careful of the AI stuff. Though, I mean, even if you say a cool, like, I don't know, eye in the AI or something like that, you could use that. But yeah, there's really good art on here. So just go ahead and look through. Ooh, see, that's dope. That like moon in the background. That might be something I take out, something I add to my own. Look at this. Yeah, kind of in the dark. Anyway, so I did that. And then what you're going to do with that is you're going to make yourself a folder called reference. And inside the reference folder here, I'll bring this up. There we go. You can go ahead and make yourself like a little collage of all the artwork that you took and you're interested in. Like all the stuff. That back looks really cool. I like that. I got to go find it. I just saw one where they had like a wing on him, like a dark raven wing. I think that's pretty awesome. So I might add that. Anyway, so here we go. I got my whole collage in front of me of like what I would like to make. And I can take bits and pieces and parts and just, really go ahead and get that image started. And this, obviously, you're not trying to copy or trace or anything like that. But what you are trying to do is just see what people have already figured out, what you think looks cool, and kind of like Frankenstein your own idea together. Like that, I love that buff hump on him. That is amazing. And these thick arms are great too. Anyway, so that's what you're going to do first. So once you've collected all of that and you have all that together, I think we are ready to actually move on and go into our drawing program. Once again, I am using Krita, big Krita fan, Riley. Some out there might say Clip Studio is much better, but those people are wrong. Anyway, shots fired. All right, let's go ahead and start with the new image. What's really important is you need to go ahead and make sure what size you want to do. My size is going to be 3840 by 2160 with a resolution of 600. This is just classic landscape. So I'm going to go ahead and click create. And let's begin right away. All right, so I'm going to get ready to sketch this bad boy out. I'm just going to look up at the artwork that I have done, or rather the artwork I've collected. And remember, in this step, all we're doing is we're just making a quick sketch. You just want to block out all your stuff. You're not trying to go 100%. You just want to get a quick block out, make it real simple. Just a hurry up and fail concept, really, in the art world. So here we go. All right, so first thing I'm gonna do is, I really like that big old hump that dude had. I think that thing is fantastic. So I am going to do that. Let me go here and put that there. There we go. All right, so I think I'll start by just making the snout. There we go. Just in that shape. And I think along the snout, oh wait, you know what? I always mess this up. I didn't go up high enough. There we go. Got to really add some height to that snout. I realize already that this is going to be too big for what I want. So I'm going to bring it down a little bit. Move it a little bit more to the middle, I guess. And then I'm going to go ahead and add some fur just out the gate. Like so. Like so. And since it's like my emo, sorry, dark gothic werewolf, I'm gonna make sure he's got plenty of cool hair that covers the other part of his face. Look at that. That's for sure. All right, and I want it to cover right where his eye is, which will be somewhere about here. Yeah, and then I'll make that go directly over the ear, which I'll probably put, let's see, that ear needs to go out here and then duck right here. Yeah, I'll just do something like that. And remember, this doesn't have to be perfect or look super good at the moment. You're just trying to get it as close as possible to kind of something what you want. I'll put his other ear over here. Oops. There we go. Nice. And I'll put an eye very sharp like right here. Yeah, that's looking good. That's looking good. I might even make the snout a little bit longer. Come a little bit deeper with it. Yeah, we'll see. We'll see. All right, and down here it probably needs to be just a little bit of fur as well. Just keep it quick and loose. And I'm going to go ahead and go crazy with that like back hump that we saw in the other one. Except I'm going to make mine more of a spiky, furry fella. So let's go like this. Yeah, something like that. And I will, looking like Sonic the Hedgehog. There we go. It's looking good. It's looking good there. And I'll give him his nose right here. Nice. Very nice. Okay. Let me see. As far as the rest is concerned, I'm going to start the chest here. Get his arm kind of like right here. Let me see. Let me see. I like that so far. Let me go. Just experiment, really. I think, yeah, you know what? I'm gonna have him like this. He's got a little curvature to his back. And if that's the chest, yeah, this needs to come way down here, doesn't it? Once again, I'm too big, so I'm gonna just resize. Just keep resizing. There's nothing wrong with it. There we go. And let me see. Maybe I'll just go like that. Have an arm coming out like this. Like that. Oh, it's coming together. Coming together. Yeah, like something like that. And then the other arm be something like this. Little fur like that. And then claws nice and long up like this. And for now, I'm just going to kind of throw in whatever. There we go. Yeah, okay, that's pretty cool. That is cool for sure. Big old arm. All right, so same thing here. All right, and then maybe even like the claw going like this for this one, and then the rest of the hand. 1, 2, and like 3. Yeah, something like that. Okay, all right, that's looking good so far. I'm gonna bring this like the little tight waist in here. That's looking good. And then we're gonna have this going right here. Shrink it again. Yeah, and that's the nice part about digital is that you could just keep working on these kind of like parts right here. Yeah, like that. All right, put that right there. Let's see. And then let's get his hips. So I think I'm gonna go out this way. Man, I swear every time I draw, it's always too small. Get the crotch. Coming out like so. Bring the knee in the same kind of thing going on here. And let me see, I think, yeah, for the wolves, you would go back. Isn't it? Oh no, this is the one I'm gonna forget. I think it's just like this. And then this, like, yeah, it goes back and then down again. Yeah, something like this. Cool. All right, so he's gonna have that there. I might even put this up a little bit more. And then I'll have the other one going this way. Shrink that up. Probably need to make it go out more. So let's see, I'll have this one going this way. Like so. And then I'll go ahead and just put this like this. Yeah, all right. Okay, that's working out. Yeah, something like that. All right, very good, very good. And then last, big old, let's see, I want some fur on his back going all the way around. Into his tail, big old bushy tail. And what did I say about that wing? I think, yeah, one of them had like a wing thing that I'm gonna do. I think it's coming out like this. You know, hold on, I gotta go look that up. One sec, let me go look that up. All right, I think I found the style that I was thinking about. Okay, so let me back this up for a second. Get rid of that. Okay, here, it was this. It's going to come from back here, and we're going to go up, over, over, and then these are like more feathery kind of wings. Like so. There we go. Yeah, to have a big old, almost like angel one on the back of it. Have a werewolf with like a name, Angel or Mikkel. Something like that. Yeah, and then just have various feathers on the inside. Obviously, this is just a quick and dirty version before we go over and do the real version. But yes, just get a quick overlap. Ooh, that is sweet. There we go. All right. So there we go. There's my my Dark Werewolf OC. And he's obviously going to have one of the eyes that goes, got the power. He's got his powers leaking out of the eye. All right. So that looks sweet to me. I think, there you go. That's it for the sketch of the Dark Werewolf. We'll begin again with our inking next time. So, hey, go ahead and get your sketch done. And you know what? Go ahead and post it up in the comments and stuff if you need to. Go ahead and check that out. And yeah, tell me how you're doing. Leave how you're doing in the comments. All right. I'll see you guys. Take care.